he's not going to be this way all his life. Yeah.
I want to know if something happened to them when there was a child to make them the way they are, or is it just something
happened to you? Your mother dropped you on your head or something. That's why you're...
To who? To me?
Yeah, any of you.
Well, I don't remember if she dropped me on my head. I mean, she died when I was young.
Yeah.
I don't understand the question.
She thinks that... I think the woman feels that this is a disorder which may be caused by an environmental incident or a childhood incident.
Is that what you think?
I could explain to you.
I mean, I know usually a child that are molested by a male person in the family when they're young can affect them this way.
Oh, that's a myth. Sit down. You're wrong.
Well, Silver, you wouldn't treat a client this way.
All that is, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be rude, but it's just uneducated, you know, it's just... I study it too.
Psychology, but incidents like that as a child can affect a person when they grow older. Is that how they just kinky? That's what I want to know.
Next question.
Skip you.
I don't understand. No speaking.
How about the other two?
What about them?
Their parents. Your parents know what you do for a living?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. What do they think?
Yeah, sit down.
No. No. So, what do they think?
My mother's quite happy.
Oh, they are? Okay, fine.
Yes.
At what age do you have to retire from this profession?
At what age, excuse me?
What age do you retire?
Well, see, I don't do this full time. You know, I go to school during the day. I live my life as a boy and I go to school. So I only do about 3 people a day.
What do your parents think about all your incomes? Do they love that kind of money coming in, or do you help your parents?
One thing I have to say, I do also shows besides, you know, the other lifestyle. So they don't accept it, but they know I'm working. That's a job. I think of it that way. Okay? I entertain people. That's my job.
Do you carry a knife when you work?
Yes, I do for my...
For your own protection?
Yes.
How about you?
Me?
Are you armed in any way when you go to work?
I carry a gun.
You carry a gun?
You have to. This is New York City.
Yeah.
Have you guys, or girls, or whatever you like to call yourselves, have you ever dated women, like in the past?
I have.
You've dated women?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think this whole situation is like really sick. I'm sorry.
Really?
That's very disgusting for you to say. I think you're ugly.
I'd like to say something about the fact that it's an assault. Assault of one person on another. It's not right, period. No matter whether you're dressed like a woman, you're dressed like a man, whether what you're wearing or what you're not wearing.
Can I say something?
I'd like to know what your plans are for retirement, if you've made any.
You have any retirement plans? No? You know.
Can I say something?
Sure you can, Silver.
She thinks I'm sick. I don't want to hear any negative comments. Yeah, you're sick. No negative comments on this show. I'm here to enrich you people on a day in my life. I don't want to hear not one more negative comment. I'm not sick. Freedom of speech, but I'll embarrass you on TV. You're ugly, so now we both embarrass each other on TV. So there. I'm not sick, honey. I'm not sick. My body is better than yours, baby.
Just hold on a second.
Don't call me sick.
Back here.
I'm very sensitive.
Wait a minute. What did you say?
I said at least God made me a woman, okay? I don't have to dress up like a woman, okay?
But you don't look like a woman. You look like a beast. Sit down. Don't call me sick. I'm sensitive.
Hang on. Hang on.
Oh, shut up.
Got a real live man here with a question.
This is horrible.
Silver.
I mean, I'm
Silver. Over here. Yes.
The part that concerns me, earlier you said something about getting beat up and it's all part of the job, and none of the other men seem to disagree or have any comments on that.
It's risk, is their point.
It's risk. It's part of the job. You know, a carpenter's risk is hitting himself with a hammer, hit himself in the thumb. But, I mean, what kind of job would you want where part of the risk is just getting beat up by someone else?
A job that pays $1,000 a day.
You have to understand now, my situation, it's not for everybody. Granted, this job, oh, my foot hurts. You know, I'm basically alone in this world. Where can I go unskilled labor now without an education and make money to pay my rent and to clothe myself and feed myself? You know, where can I do this and make this money, put myself through school? So really, in a sense, I guess I am a victim of society. You created me. I'm not to sound, you know, that, well, in a way, it's sounded horrible, but in a way, that's the situation. I am alone. I was brought to the city young, and this is the only way I can make money until I further myself. But I have intelligence, and I will.
I'm somewhat concerned, and I guess everybody's had some fun with this program today. I'm somewhat concerned that the audience trivializes the situation which has occurred. And I think what I have viewed here in the audience today is the same problems, as I say, the police departments have or the public at large has.
That's homophobia.
When someone puts a foot in the mouth of my client when he's laying on the ground, it loses its humor entirely.
Right.
And I think we tend to trivialize this just a little too much.
I do think, Mr. Groves, it's important at least to understand where we are on the whole issue of sexuality. And we are a very immature nation. I don't pretend to be the first person to make this point. As pertains to sexuality, maybe more than most of the other developed world. We tell more jokes, we giggle more. I think we have voyeurism, you know. I bet you we may per capita sell more pornography than anybody else on earth. And I think accompanying this whole kind of voyeurism experience is an insecurity about this, a fear, and certainly an ignorance. And it expresses itself in the kind of exchange we've seen here between the guest and the young women in the front row.
And those are the exchanges that bother me. Not that they don't have the right to do it, or not that it isn't entertaining to the audience or who's ever watching the program, but it really takes the spotlight away from the issue which you're trying to present here today.
And the issue is nobody ought to hurt another person without the full weight of the law extending to the incident.
Yes.
Let me just make sure in advance of this trial in Phoenix, which is in July, involving Mr. Barney, he will be a witness for the prosecution.
Yes, he will be.
There are no charges have been filed at all against your client.
Not at this time.
When you say not at this time, may we assume that the police wonder whether or not he might have been guilty of some kind of aggression, which is presumably going to be the defense's case or claim, is it not?
I have no idea what the defense's claim is, but that's certainly a possibility, yes.
So you're going to essentially go to court with a client who asserts that he was in an unprovoked way, physically violated by another person.
That is the county attorney's office position, I believe. I don't speak for the county attorney, but that obviously is their position at this time.
I see. All right. Yes, ma'am.
Darius, were you advised today by your lawyer not to dress up in women's clothes?
Oh, I don't dress up 24 hours. I only do it to work.
Yeah.
Mona, what kind of preparation have you had for your surgery, psychological or physical?
Psychological.
And are you covered? How are you going to pay for this, Mona?
My boyfriend will pay for.
Who will? Your boyfriend?
Yes.
I see. Yes.
I just wanted to say that I respect all of your rights to do with your life whatever you like, but it's really a sad comment in our society when you have to risk your life in order to make your living.
I'd like to ask Silver, what makes you think the environment made you what you are? You are who you let yourself be, aren't you?
Yes, you're beautiful.
Yes.
I want to know from Silver, what are you going to do with your psychology degree?
I plan